to a match day Q&A because we have plenty of hours. Abro!
Thank you very much.
So it started straight away. Abs is, doing stupid shit, pretty standard, but we love him for it. And he's also taken us. He came to uni in Manchester, so he's showing us around. He's taken us around, and he sent us to a shisha bar. So we're a little bit, just trying to pass the time here, and we're just cracking on. So obviously, as it says in the title, this is a Q&A. Ask us anything. We're just gonna have a chat about the game, pre-match build-up. We'll get straight into it. But
Try and be a bit diverse with questions, please.
Yeah. Ask Scott why he looks like a crackhead.
Yeah.
You don't know what do you want to do?
My chest is...
Well, for me, it's fine.
I saw one. What will be the score?
I think 2-1 for Chelsea.
3-1 City.
2-1. I think 3-1 City.
You think City's going to win us?
City are going to batter us today.
Oh, it's going to be embarrassing.
The thing is, I don't believe so. Because from perspective of how the both teams play, and I've stated this before, I think City and Chelsea play very similar football in terms of the way the game works is both teams have possession. So, it's all about the middle and the constant passing. And we're the most uncomfortable team for City because we hold the ball as much as they hold,
Yeah.
Every other team that plays against City, they just go kill us, break us, destroy us, and Chelsea is different. As long as Chelsea doesn't concede quickly or just concedes and hold it, we'll be fine. Which happened in the first game, if you remember.
Yeah.
City was dominant in the first half, and the second half, Chelsea well, now it's our turn.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that. I still think we're going to get battered.
I don't. If it was any other shit, if it was Bournemouth or lower team, I would be more worried because we've been stable against better teams and very poor against lower teams,
I saw a few questions asking about the lineup. If you want to know the lineup, go and watch the matchday preview from this morning or last night. That will kind of give it a bit more in depth.
And obviously make sure, we do a matchday preview now.
Nice.
And we're going to change up a little bit more, as I keep saying. But yeah, there's that. Obviously, make sure to check out On the Road as well. A little bit of breaking news that was in there about Sarri and his sorts of game. Claude's watching.
Oh,
shout out to Claude.
Big up, Claude. Do you think you'll play Higuain the false nine or leaving Higuain on the bench?
we're never playing a false nine again.
Hallelujah.
Unless Higuain gets injured, we're never playing
I remember I read someone on Twitter that the only reason why we actually played false nine, even though we had Giroud who was healthy, is not because he couldn't play. It's more of a Sarri's power play. It's like, if you're not going to bring me my striker, I will make the squad suffer. That's how I felt, because Giroud could play, and I think it worked eventually.
I think for it was me, it was more the fact that he was in the mindset of it worked at Napoli in terms of he managed to convert Mertens from a winger to a centre forward. I can do the same thing with Hazard, and he just couldn't.
True. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Left back, I saw. Who should we get? Left back, Chilwell is up there.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell. I quite like. I'd like Wan-Bissaka from Palace as well.
Yeah, that's not left back, mate. It's fullback.
It's a fullback. I'm expanding the conversation point.
But yeah, there's also Tagliafico has been mentioned a couple of times by a few people that we've spoken to. Would be an okay option, wouldn't cost too much, I don't think.
Ricardo Pereira and Nini mentioned when they had dinner the other night.
Yeah, Emerson over Alonso, I agree. Where was another comment I wanted to point? Do I think Batshuayi a chance? No, for me. I think he probably should. I think he could be a good backup, but I don't think Sarri trusts him. No. I think if he'd trusted me, he would have kept him. We wouldn't have loaned him out again.
I personally think he should be given an opportunity. If we don't sign a centre forward.
Yeah, Batshuayi.
The problem is, the reason why I don't believe he fits Sarri's team is because he likes to hold the ball and just, do too many touches. And unfortunately for Sarri, that's not the way he wants the team to play. He doesn't mind 1 or 2 touches, but Batshuayi, you've seen it. He makes the touch, dribble, and then he has Hazard for that.
Which is why Loftus-Cheek doesn't play as well. I think Loftus-Cheek should start today.
To be fair, now the only reason why Loftus-Cheek is not playing constantly, I think they're very wary of his injury.
Yeah.
Because they know his skill and capability, but because he's prone to always get his back injured, they're trying to, and that's unfortunate because he is by far the most stable for us.
100%.
Another question I saw: will Abraham get a chance next season or another loan?
Move on.
No.
Where are we? We're at a shisha bar in Rushline.
If Abraham plays in a Premier League team and does well,
he did.
Then no for a whole.
He did.
No, for full season.
Yeah, he did.
Where?
Swansea.
Swansea.
They got relegated, and he didn't play for quite a bit of the latter half.
Because he wasn't good enough.
But at the same time, again, I feel if the whole team is playing bad, you cannot blame a young player, for not contributing enough.
I get that. My argument to that would be
you have to build confidence. You're young,
True, but my argument against that would be effectively you could say that about any player in terms of, like, for example, you could say Rondon, for example, would work in our team because at the minute he's playing for a terrible team in Newcastle or a team that's not performing. So you can make that argument.
My argument is a bit different in terms of where you're a younger player.
Okay.
You have time to develop both the confidence and the skill, and the physique to battle, because it's still different, and you have to have consistent number of games to be able to do well. So I think next season, if he goes to a team that's mid-table, not fighting for relegation, and you have to remember, if you're fighting for relegation, in case of Swansea, right? Even if you're a good player, the manager will not play you mainly because he's trying to win, no matter what, But if you're mid-table, you're comfortable, you're not doing bad, you will give more game time. Would it not be the case?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who he'd go to, where he could get a game.
I mean, Burnley, if they stay up.
Yeah.
See, if Burnley stay up, Burnley are a solid mid-table team.
Emerson's better than Alonso for me personally. I feel like they're both decent going forward. They're both at a similar sort of ability, but defensively, Emerson's better.
Again, City, I would have played Emerson mainly because City doesn't have any tall players to worry about in attack-wise. They don't.
No, but I'm thinking more midfield. I'm trying to think it's the physicality bit that worries me.
Who? They don't have any. Their defense
is quite physical now.
No, but their defense is tall. Like, the argument is that you use the height of Alonso versus, on the corner and the set pieces
I don't know. Say another comment about Abraham. I don't know if he'd get a game at Wolves. Not with how Jimenez is at the minute.
No.
And with the fact that they've shown they can play Jota there and he's worked. So there you go.
Yep, sure.
Yeah. I saw someone say, would you be happy with finishing 5th and winning the Europa League,
yes.
or would you rather just get top 4?
Finishing 5th and winning the Europa League.
You want to go Baku?
No.
You want to go Baku?
My sister has a wedding, so I have to decide if I will be able to go to Baku. I really want to go to Baku. No. But again, I want the same thing to happen again. I want Spurs to end up 4th. I don't mind United being the 3rd. Yeah, us winning the Europa League.
No, but they'd still get it because it's it'd be an extra team.
So yeah, I don't mind.
But then wouldn't they'd have to qualify though, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They'd have to qualify.
Blow it.
Don't smoke. This is a bad idea.
No, but remember, I said it many times, and I told you that at the beginning of the season, I would take Europa League as the only trophy that we have this season, and end up 8th, 9th. I do not give it them because it's a trophy and it's a good trophy. B, it's Champions League spot no matter what, So wouldn't be bothered about.
And it's the qualification is straight in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I would take that. No, I would take that any other. I wouldn't go FA Cup, Premier League, EFL, And
plus,
again, I want to go to Baku.
If you look at some of the teams that we'll be facing theoretically to play that, Inter Milan, that's a good team at the minute. Sevilla, Napoli.
No, Inter is very unstable right now. FYI.
Yeah, but still a solid team.
Yeah. Like, if you look at the results against like Tottenham and Barcelona when they played them, it was
No. I'm saying now. They actually played better at the beginning of the season than they're doing now.
There was Hudson-Odoi I would start today, but he won't. I don't think.
I wouldn't start Callum Hudson-Odoi today.
You wouldn't?
I think we just need that experience.
No.
Today.
Hudson-Odoi would be a great 65th, 70-minute sub if we're not doing well.
A couple of people were talking about a transfer ban, saying if we get it, it would arguably be a positive because you could be able to come through.
I mean, they said that last time and no youth came through.
I can see the argument, however, I feel it would just be kind of similar to now. In terms of...
Will only get a 4-year deal?
No, but at the same time, I'm kind of thinking if we're going to have a transfer ban and the club will kind of already know about it from the legal point of view, so they will do a mass sell and mass buy, so get rid of old players quickly for a lot, or whatever they can, and then buy a lot of other expensive players, and then we have to deal with that.
Another question I saw, interesting. Would you rather I'm going to have to get it back. No, would you rather lose Hazard but give youngsters a chance to sign players in other positions, or would you keep Hazard and sign another one?
Want to say that one more time?
So you can read it there. So would you rather lose Hazard but give some youngsters a chance and sign players in other positions, or keep Hazard and sign no one?
Sell Hazard.
To be fair, I would.
I only say that Hazard is. If he's
without any hate towards Hazard, because
he's 7 years. He's done the club 7 years of service. If he wants to leave, if the right price comes in on the table, you look at it and go, right, we can offload one player who's been fantastic for us and rebuild, which is what is needed.
And which we always did,
yeah,
to be honest.
Which we've always needed, and we can't. Hazard's not been playing until he's 106, so he's going to leave at some point or another. There's no doubt he'll be remembered as a Chelsea great.
Yep.
He's up there some of the best players we've
and
had.
just to clarify that we all will respect it.
Obviously.
Leagues, as long as he doesn't live like the snake Courtois.
No.
To be fair though, I don't think even if he did say I want to leave and push for a transfer,
yeah,
I don't think there'd be hate in terms of because of the service he's put in. Like if you look at Courtois, like he came off the back.
Sorry,
but he came off the back.
Sorry, I brought.
Stop swearing. He came off the back of a terrible season in terms of like for him personally, and to then say to basically kind of down tools and say it was kind of a smack in the face.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Hazard has put in that effort where even if he wanted to leave now, it's...
Well, this is it. Hazard's delivered for Chelsea for 7 years. As much as people say you've only got 2.5 good years out of him, which is bollocks. We watch Chelsea week in, week out. We rely on him too much. It's a lot of pressure on him. And I think
that's the reason why I wouldn't mind if he leaves. Mainly because I want the team to be able to play as a team.
Yeah.
We are unfortunately, and it's like Ronaldo. You have a star player and you rely on him no matter what. And he is a big time player.
I say if you look at Liverpool, when Salah's having a bad game, or when they focus on Salah, you'll then get Firmino and Mane finding space and they can do bits. But we haven't got that. Such as we've got Higuain, who looks decent. Looks quite good
he's
so
also
far.
He's 31.
Yeah.
You can't build around him.
But then you've got nothing else in terms of Pedro's not quite there, William's not there. You've got no one from midfield apart from Kante who's really an attacking threat at the minute.
So no. Remember, Kante has to play in the GM. Kante has to play in the
defense. Oh yeah, 5 reasons why Sorry needs to be sacked.
Yeah.
Great video.
Shout out to.
Sorry, excuse.
Anyone hate Liverpool? Yes. Very much so. Nice. Is actually AIDS.
I don't really hate Liverpool. I hate Spurs, even though I respect them. I respect Pochettino what he's doing with the club as it is right now. He is by far the best manager right now in Premier League, in my opinion.
Ooh.
No. And let me explain why. Let me explain why. Not because Guardiola achieved so much.
To be fair, that's a fair shout because he's doing a lot.
You have to remember.
Not a lot.
No, you have to remember they have not signed anyone since summer. They didn't sign anyone in summer.
Back-to-back windows, yeah.
And they're still challenging for a title.
And not just that, yeah. And they from December up until now, they lost their star players, yeah. And they still.
I need to check if that's true. Someone's just put that.
What?
False 9 again, said by Sorry. I need to check if that's true.
That's say true. That. We looked at the press conference. I didn't see it.
No, but I mean, like we might be because you said something about that footballing language, and that wasn't in the press conference yesterday.
The liners are up.
I was in the press conference yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's what you said.
The liners are not out yet.
No, but he might have said.
I'm saying the last try, it's a bit early, isn't it?
Listen, but Sarri said that he doesn't know how to win Guardiola, and then he beat them. So, to be fair, I do think that we're not gonna play false 9 because what's the point of us getting Higuain, and it makes no sense.
My excuse for also coughing a lot while I'm smoking shisha is I haven't done it for ages, and I actually do have a cough, so probably not wise for me to be doing this. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, back on the Hazard point, so I don't think we finished talking about it. I would say reinvestment would be wise. Hazard is 27, 28 now. He's hit his peak. He's now kind of slowly but surely, no matter when, he will decline. I'd rather use the opportunity to give the players a chance. We do have an aging squad. It needs to be changed. But me and Scott were talking about this yesterday. Sarri doesn't really like buying players he's never worked with before, which is why we've got a 31-year-old centre forward.
We're looking at Husai, a player he's had at 2 different clubs he's been at.
Zielinski.
Who else? There was someone else. Insigne.
Jorginho. If we sign Insigne, I'm sorry. Insigne, we pay like 100 million for Lorenzo Insigne because of how the market is, and he's the same age as Hazard, and he's not as good. It's a step back.
But you also have to remember with this and Pulisic.
Yeah, but he had no idea about him, and he had no idea who he was. He wasn't aware of the transfer. He's done no research on him as far as we can tell. That's worrying for me. Like if I'm getting a new guy in and it's looking certain, I'm thinking right, I need to look at this guy. I need to know how he
But
plays.
Chelsea, unfortunately, has been the club that just signs players than what manager wants. So I don't think even if Sarri wants the player he needs, the club will be like, you get one player you want, and the
FIFA. Sorry, some guy said Asensio plus 50 million for Hazard.
is he mad? No, why?
Well, Asensio's about 100 million on his own, I'd say.
His release clause is 100 million, 120 million.
People keep forgetting playing in Spain, playing in Premier League is a whole different ballgame. Physically wise, you get murdered here. How many Spanish players did really go from La Liga and move to Premier League and did well?
Torres.
You can count them on your hand. That's the point.
And Herrera.
Yeah, but Herrera did shit in the... Well, he didn't do shit in the Liga, but he was gave away fouls in the Liga.
I know it took a season.
No,
still.
but keeper is a bit different in terms of
That's
you don't get the cost of physical.
Marcus Alonso, I guess you could argue.
Here's the thing. People kept bringing up the Jorginho played recently on Twitter. There was a video how he was playing amazing in Napoli and doing the Fabregas style.
That pissed me off.
No. And it's Jorginho has the capability and the skill to do so. Yeah, but there's a valid comparison how in Italy they almost give you the extra 3 seconds to think and pass even quicker. In Premier League, you get the ball and there's someone
this is what
in the middle just like next to you.
This is why Fabregas is doing okay while he's out in France, because in the Premier League he didn't have the time to do what he does.
But
he's looking after time.
But he did so in Premier League also mainly because he grew up in Premier League.
Also,
he knows how
he had
quickly
he had that brain that knew.
Yeah.
He knew someone was going to be on him, so he was already looking for that pass before he got it. Whereas Jorginho was getting the ball, then looking up.
But at the same time, that's why I think next season Jorginho is actually going to do better.
Well, let's see. It's a debate.
El Shaarawy, no, because
again, why is everyone bringing up these FIFA ones? Just because he's got 5-star skills.
No, El Shaarawy could be possible, but I don't want him because
he's shit
and he's unstable.
Exactly.
At Monaco he was terrible, and his attitude.
I want Carrasco. I'd like. The thing is,
I'm gonna say no to Musonda. There's a couple saying Musonda again, no, just because his attitude is terrible. As soon as things start
what's his name now? Musinho or something stupid. He changed his name, really.
The fact that this kid deleted and all these pictures and re-uploaded and then changed constantly, he's more worried about his image rather than football, and that's what you don't want. At the end of the day, I'd rather sign someone on the lower level but have the humble ability to work and perform than get a star player. Yeah.
Came from.
Shout out to our ex-managers to giving him us to Chelsea.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
Big up Ranieri.
Big up Ranieri, because honestly, he essentially gave us another title, indirectly.
Right, I'm just gonna say it now. Anyone who puts a FIFA comment, I'm just gonna ignore it. Vinicius Jr. Yeah, because we're gonna get that.
No, the thing is, why would you want to get him? Like the guy.
No, I want to get him, but you've never got to hope. You've never.
No, Vinicius Jr.
Wait,
for 60 million.
Wait. You guys want to get the player that's playing greatly, as a youngster right now in Madrid for the first season, realistically, right? When we have again a youngster that can do the same well, there's no point trying to get someone just because he's playing good so far. And yes, he has the talent, the skill, but anything can change. And again, Premier League is different in comparison to Bloody La Liga. It's different. And the only when people say, oh, but the Spanish team beat the English team all the time in Champions League, well, for 2 reasons. Mainly because they have more break than Premier League teams, because we've played like 3 games in 1 week, especially if you're in all cups, And number 2, the refs always help them. It's a fact. We all remember Barca Chelsea.
A couple of people are mentioning Pepe, which wouldn't be a bad option, but the only problem is he's a right mid. Oh, hang on, I can hear now. Someone's saying I can hear now.
You can hear now.
Lagging.
It's like,
No sounds.
Is it? It's because it's laggy that it's not working.
Sounds back.
There we go.
no, I can't hear you guys.
There we go. That's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of people
back.
saying it through.
Cool. There we go. Right.
Back again.
Back again.
How does the troop says?
Back again. It's the B. The
Shout
burr.
out to troops.
Burr. But yeah.
Martial was a good option for me.
He was a good option back in the summer when we could have signed him,
Yeah.
but we didn't do it. That's our fault. Jadon Sancho, really?
Pepe or Douglas Costa?
Nicolas Pepe. He's 21. Douglas Costa's like 26, 27, 28.
Chelsea fan, roast seriously.
I would, but I lose brand deals. I need to make money. David Luiz out, Alonso out, Willian out. That's a very good question.
David Luiz in, Alonso second, not the main.
Yeah.
No. Alonso out. David Luiz stay for at least another season.
I've seen this guy keep saying bring back Oscar. You know he's dog shit.
Please no, please no.
Oscar was the most inconsistent player.
You know why? You know
hate
why I
Oscar.
also hate the most Oscar? Not even for his lack of contribution since Mata left, but because Mata left because we had Oscar.
Yeah.
I respect Mourinho and I appreciate him for everything he did, but the fact that we lost Mourinho because of him still bugs me.
Yes. For the first part at least. As Pitt centre back.
You've been saying that for ages.
Because I'm sorry, how can you be the best centre back in the league 2 years ago and then you play right back?
Because that's where he started.
I do. Aspi can
No,
play
that's-
anywhere. Aspi
okay.
just needs rest. We need a backup for him.
Who do you want as backup? Wan-Bissaka. I want Wan-Bissaka.
His check
To be fair,
Would you
if
say
I was
start with
Chelsea,
striker
I
on a
would.
regular basis?
No, if I was Chelsea, I would go for not for midfielder. I would go for Wan-Bissaka. You know, the guy.
Wan-Bissaka's a great player.
If
Well,
I was...
people are saying Reece James. I'd say Reece
A
James.
couple of people said Reece James.
I don't think he's someone who could. I personally would like to see him.
He's
perform in the Premier
I say
League.
one-
Where is he playing right now?
Wigan.
Wigan.
If he
Wigan
has
won the match per game.
one more season of loan,
But remember, Reece James actually won the Player of the Year over Hudson-Odoi. That has to
What,
in the Chelsea youth
Okay.
team, and that has to speak something for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Chilwell in. People saying.
Who would you replace?
Lala,
Other
I'm
with?
seeing a lot.
Yeah.
Lala maybe wouldn't be a bad option. He's doing well at the minute.
You ain't beating United. Fact. You do remember they coming to Stamford Bridge, right?
Video.
Louis, can we just play you? I am a target man, proper centre forward. Me and Higuain are related.
He thought you were the Pirlo.
Well, it depends on my mood.
The Regista
Like,
role.
listen, I'm a utility player. I'm the Premier League's answer to James Milner. Our channel's answer. to James Milner.
Hakimi's actually not a bad shout. Quite
Okay,
versatile,
fat
can play
boy.
on
Glad
both
you have
sides.
eyes. Glad you can see, mate.
Nice.
Still get laid more than you do, probably. Though. That's fine.
Mason Mount
Tends to happen when we
alongside
have a
Billy
YouTube channel.
Gilmore.
As his
Um,
dog shit. You don't watch football.
And here, actually, people forgetting, one thing you have to give Aspin no matter what, when it came to big game,
Oh,
he
Aspin's always
always
there.
he steps
Steps
up.
up every game.
Come on, last City game, he manhandled Sterling. Sterling couldn't do anything on next to Aspie.
Just that penalty shootout against Spurs.
And his passion, when he went to Kepa, he's like,
Who's size in the comments?
I don't want you to.
yeah,
No, I'm saying he's actually in the comments.
Oh, I see design.
Hello.
Louis, do show us your six pack. It's in the fridge, unfortunately.
It is. He is captain material.
Do we have a better? Someone asked to Lewis, do we have a better chance playing Sarri style or Conte style
Today, contact.
Contact.
Because that's the team what is built.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to
Yeah,
crash you.
give me your bag. Put it here.
Yes, please.
There's plenty of space here.
Camera
Check.
Shit.
I got it.
Put that, you got it.
There we go.
Technical adjustment. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's better.
Hosted Chelsea. We are the top of the range Chelsea fan channel. Obviously, massively professional.
Giving views to the Chelsea fans.
Giving views to the Chelsea fans from Chelsea fans.
He is.
Shout
We're
out
not
to
going to
the
get
5
it.
reasons why Conte should be sacked. Oh, no,
Big
Conte.
shout out to that
Sorry,
one.
sorry.
Yeah, that's what everyone. Do you like Chelsea fans to be? Ha! No.
No. To be fair, you have to respect. 'cause-
I respect.
No,
I respect Rory.
Yeah.
I respect Charlie.
And Sammy.
No,
And Sammy.
No. It doesn't matter. Even if they're still, even with their different opinions, they're still a Chelsea fan
Oh,
channel.
they're a Chelsea fan channel. They work hard. I respect that. I don't respect the fact that they only did that video for views, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but
So I mean that just says a lot.
again,
but I
nobody
understand there's
says we
business to
don't
run.
like CFC fans. We respect them. You know, they're as any other Chelsea fan. We respect Chelsea
I respect
fans,
CFC
right?
Fan TV. I don't respect one of them who tried to get me beaten up because she didn't agree with what I do. So unfortunately,
Rumors.
You can call it rumours. I know it's fact. So
Sophie is a
I
part-time
don't give a
sorry
fuck.
hater.
Nini is the best out of the
Chelsea.
Chelsea fan channel. Shout out to Nini. He does
Nini,
amazing content.
He does. Nini's great. But the thing with Nini, he's not a fan channel. He's more of an analysis guy, and he's a solo thing.
But he's a Chelsea fan.
He's
so
a
shout
Chelsea
out
fan.
to
So
Nini.
big. Nini's one of us. He's our guy. I swear in a fan cam, the white guy bumped into one who was interviewing. Oh, Lewis.
Yeah, that was that one.
What about Eunice?
Eunice made me. I would not be sat here if it wasn't
Eunice
for
started
Eunice.
100%.
He
Just
did.
an FYI.
100% Chelsea is better. Nice.
But let's move away from that.
Yep.
Because I'm going to get in trouble now.
No. To be again, guys, it's all jokes and banter, But all the Chelsea fan channels, we're all one way or another we support Chelsea as a club, So it's not about we can banter about it, but the reality, everybody is cool with each other, Right?
You need to stop doing that.
I keep breaking it. Whereas Lewis is currently at the women's game.
Oh, sorry, isn't that?
Yeah.
Well done, Lewis. Yo, but to be fair, we're the only channel that covers the women's game,
We are.
Fucking hell. Nah.
Blow it out.
Oh, it's not
Jesus,
going well.
guys.
You broke it this time.
You broke that.
You broke. No, give me.
There you go.
Take
Yeah,
your
I
one.
died. I died inside. Incendio for 50 million, never happening. I'm dying inside. Oh.
Again, Eunice is a great lad because he started 100%. He's the godfather of this channel. Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Um,
No, he's the king. I'm
when
the
you,
godfather.
I've seen, I think this is the same guy asking a new build. I assume you mean the stadium. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you know what's going on with the
Billy
stadium?
dance to the music.
So, no, you're just stroking me, and it's weird.
Yeah, man, why you squeezing in more and more into the couch?
That's a very good point. I just squeeze him.
Oh,
right
you're
through.
a cunt. Why is Willian hated? Honestly,
I think it's a split. Some fan base, some likes. Well, it's 50-50.
I don't think there's hate there. Like from
Someone's
Man
called us-
cannot give a corner
Wait,
cross.
someone called
Man,
us. Just saying, someone called us a rent boy. It's like it's not something I've never heard before. At the end of the day, you're only saying it because you get turned away by them and you can't afford them. So have fun with that. You couldn't afford me, mate. Packet of Twixes and I'm your man. Is Higuain fat? He does have a little bit of a
Not
love
as
handle
large
about
as
him.
Lukaku.
how people
He's-
can want
he's
him?
not
He's
as
not.
large. He's not as large as Lukaku.
Yeah.
That's all
No,
I'm saying.
he has a little bit of the love handle about him.
No,
just
but
a little bit.
but he's actually slimmer now
Yeah, I
than
say-
he was in Italy. Man.
Yeah.
Man knew he's gonna play for Sarri again.
I think someone I was mentioning about him. Someone's got it here. I don't think people hate him. I just don't think that he deserves to start.
Especially when he cannot cross a bloody corner. Come on, guys.
Changing the system, yeah, but it probably won't happen.
Man
I mean, it might
behind
go
the
into that's abs.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, shut up. No one will hear what you've got to say. I'm joking. I love you. Don't hurt me. How are we? We're actually very well. That's a nice question. I know it's
Yeah.
Paul Lambert's got. Oh, hold on. What's this about? Paul
Mate.
Lambert's got held back by a police officer during the noise. What happened? Can someone tell us what happened in that?
Ipswich are so shit.
Higuain is just stocky. Lukaku just has too much
Carabao Cup
muscle.
final, 100%. That question.
We'll take one more, and then we're going to leave it. Been on going for half an hour.
So let it go.
I want to
Do you have any word? Man, you are chilling. Nobody's like literally. He is not chilling. Look at him. Poor guy in the corner. Louis, give him some space.
I'm in my half of
No,
the
he
song.
is in my half. to
Take
be
away
fair.
your
I'm
jacket. Give
leaning
me your
forward.
jacket. Give me your jacket. Give me your jacket. So you have more space. Like literally.
Jesus.
Come on, give me your jacket. I have a space here.
You do.
Playing.
And move a bit. Poor guy, man. Yeah. There we go. Look. See? Let's move it a bit here so Louis doesn't go like that all the time,
Hi.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah.
That's good. We're good. Ruben are doing the chance yet.
Yep.
How far are you from Manchester now? Well, technically we're in Manchester.
We are.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Triple
Score.
chins, actually quadruple chins.
Score predictions 3-1. Me, personally.
2-1. I'm going to be, well, obviously 2-1 City, that is.
Yeah, 3-1 City. I think Higuain will score though.
You adore me.
There's a ban straight there.
Yep.
Somebody wrote, so many losers asking pointless questions. Well, you're technically the loser because you're asking a pointless question.
Louise/Rudiger for me. Yeah, I saw that. I just didn't respond. Yes, Louise or Rudiger. Sorry, Louise and Rudiger should be the partnership for me today.
Do you think Hazard is going to? No, we've already done this.
Yeah, I think we should be afraid of United, personally. With the form they're on, they look, in terms of going forward, they look just absolutely unplayable. Shit.
So,
Kovacic, no, sorry, Loftus-Cheek. No, we can't change the music.
I'm going for a slash. Take that.
Cool,
Take
sure.
that. Swap. You come round.
Cool.
Don't bully him too much.
No. Hang on, can we ban people on this?
Yeah.
How? Most underrated. That's a good question. Most underrated Chelsea player. Are you talking about currently? Hang on. Where is the question? Kai, are you talking about now or are you talking about ever? I assume he's talking about now. So currently now. There we go.
Most underrated. Probably actually Rudiger. You know, because he had not the best first season. You know.
Yeah.
Man worked hard, contributed, and he does fail at times, but nevertheless, you know, stayed silent, humbled, worked, you know, and he has a good heart, like, you know, proper fighting spirit. So he doesn't get enough praise to what he does. I think
there's a few you can mention. I think Aspie's up there. I think I said Rudiger's up there.
The thing is, Aspie, it's not that he's underrated. Aspie been so consistent for us for so many years, and he has he played for 100 years now for us, like without break, you know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are asking me it's Kepa. And that's because of his price tag. No one is talking about the price tag. No one's talking about it.
And thank God, just don't bring Kepa. Let him do his thing, you know, and let the hair have the.
For me, he's fourth best in the league currently.
True.
And no one's really talking about him at all in terms of up there as one of the most consistent players.
Not even putting any highlights. Like anytime somebody does them, like,
but if you
the
look
hair
like,
makes the save.
He's so consistent.
You know
That's
what this one?
The
Pedro one.
Pedro's recent performances. I
think he's a great sub. I don't think he's a starter, but I think he's great.
I think the one thing I do like about him is he does take players on, but I think he's missing that little bit of pace. And the problem is with that is he end up losing the ball quite a lot, up against Bournemouth.
But what I like about Pedro, like he was the only player since we bought. I know his age and everything, but he never argues about is he a starter. There's no rumors about it. You know.
He did to begin with.
Well, when he came in,
not last season, season before.
But I mean now, you know, kind of understand his position in the team, and his only goal is to contribute. You know, and he works for the team, and I appreciate that. As a player, as a fan, you want everyone to be for the team rather than for themselves.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's like Godzilla coming in from behind.
Should we buy Kovacic
No.
permanently? It depends.
No.
You say no?
No.
I have no opinion on that yet. And he needs to have.
Oh, I do apologise. I got confused by your question originally. That was the guy I was going to say to ban, but it was a good thing. It depends what the chant is. But I think so. If there is a good enough chance, two chants.
Do you think that David Luiz's mistake would cost Chelsea the game? Potentially. There's always a chance. Anyone's mistake can cost a game.
Anyone can make a mistake today, apart from maybe Kante. Seems to be the only one that can't make a mistake.
Was Barkley or Ruben?
Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, any day.
But Higuain for me. I know obviously his age, but I can see Benfica making us spend about 40-50 million.
Sorry, that was a lie about Pedro and Fabregas. Fabregas never causing problems with managers. That's a lie.
If you could make one signing in the summer, assuming that Sarri stays, who would it be?
Wan-Bissaka.
Koulibaly.
I would go for Wan-Bissaka.
Koulibaly for me. We need something in.
Koulibaly's 30 now. You know that, right?
Okay.
I
I honestly don't care. We plus it would stop him going to United, which would make it worse for us. It would stop him. I think there's someone else looking at him in the Premier League, and it would shore up that defence.
Best striker in the Premier League. Aguero.
Guerrero.
And then Kane afterwards.
Yeah.
Actually, but I know we spoke about underrated players for Chelsea, yeah, but I think
Aguero
Aguero is
is
by a mile
He
the most
doesn't get-
underrated striker in the whole of the
in the world.
yeah. Like
He
he's so
doesn't get a mention a lot in terms
consistent, like a madman, and in Premier League, you know. I think this is
Would we sack Sarri? No, for me, he
I'm not
needs
sure.
at least 2 years. Like
Yeah.
this year and next year. If by the end of next year it's no better, than fair enough. Nice.
Lewis. If you can take any two City players and put them in Chelsea, who would it be?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Well done, Honcho
That's actually a
QC.
very good
Fullbacks.
No, but who?
Mendy, even though he's injured right now.
I
I'd
would
take
not
Mendy.
take Mendy. I would not. Man is so spends so much time traveling to Hong Kong.
I
mean,
know, I know
I-
who I'd take.
Oh, Aguero, obviously.
Obviously.
And Silva.
No.
I would bring Silva.
him or De Bruyne.
I would go Silva
Bruyne.
because Silva has been consistent in Premier League for God knows how long.
I'm gonna say De Bruyne for the fact of last year his passing was better than anyone I can remember seeing for a while, and he's got that link with Hazard for Belgium.
But still, Aguero, man, that guy is
Yeah, Jesus.
what a striker! What a striker!
I wouldn't have Mourinho back personally. Not unless it was
And
like
I don't think he will come back.
no, not unless it was like a 6-month deal and that's it, like
And
a
not
hitting
if-
deal.
While Abramovich is the owner of Chelsea Football Club, Mourinho will never come back.
But what I appreciate, that, you know, even after everything, he still speaks highly of us. Like, you know,
Which Croatian player would you like to see at Chelsea? Modric.
Modric.
Or Rakitic is a close second.
Or Jovic,
He's not Croatian.
isn't he?
He's Serbian.
He's Serbian.
Serbian.
Oh dear.
uneducated Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis is uneducated.
Jesus or Rashford? Rashford. By a fucking mile.
Thoughts on Reece James, lads?
I agree with you. I think one more season out on loan at a, I must say, I said Newcastle before, but something like that.
I want to bring this point
What,
up.
Zuma?
Zuma.
But I think, yeah, a loan at a, not struggling for relegation, but anywhere from just above the relegation zone to mid-table side would do him good, I think. But yeah, Zuma.
I like Zuma. I rated him. I still think he's big, he's fast, you know, has great technical skill. The injury unfortunately happened at the worst time for him
Yep.
because I think if it never happened, he would have been consistent centre back for us. You know,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't mind bringing him back personally. But that's me.
Best Chelsea game you have viewed, final.
This is not a
The-
vape. This
the
is
final.
shisha. I can do a vape.
When
trick.
you say viewed, is that any time or...
Do you do a trick with Shisha?
Not here because this smoke is not thick enough to actually do, and there's air to blow it out, so you can do like in the rings, and I can do like a what do you call it?
You can do a tornado thing.
But yeah, what's the best game you've ever viewed?
If you narrow it
Chelsea
down,
game.
you've been to.
Been to.
Barcelona last year, me and you, yeah?
Yeah, no, that I genuinely hated Camp Nou or Nou Camp or whatever that you sit so far. But best Chelsea game I've been to. That's a difficult.
I know
You know
mine
what? I know it's not the best one, but the most memorable for me was the Wembley game against Spurs when Matic scored that.
Screamer. That
So
was a
many
great
people
game.
said that. For me, it's the Liverpool game this year.
My most memorable game is when it's my first ever Premier League away game. Chelsea, Everton 3, Chelsea 6. That was a
I remember
great
that
game.
actually. I do kind of remember
Of course,
that.
they're getting in Coleman's face.
But I but I really happy that I saw that goal live. Remember when Hazard beat the whole Arsenal team and just
Yeah.
scored that goal?
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was.
Kepa,
was mad.
Kepa every single day of the week
How you
and
bring,
the month.
don't bring them
and
to
the
us
year.
here, please. No snakes
I'm
in this
blocking
chat.
them.
Out of all of Chelsea's youth players, who's the most like, or who was it? Who would you want to succeed most?
Ampadu.
All of them.
Hudson-Odoi, because it would be because he's the one I can see having a Salah, another Salah or De Bruyne more than anyone. Where
But
he'll
none of them are
leave.
going to succeed. This is Chelsea.
Say again?
This is Chelsea. None of them will succeed.
No, but
Unfortunately, Invincibles or Centurions, which would you consider high achievement?
I don't know what Centurions. I don't know. I'm gonna say Invincibles because I know what
Thoughts
Centurions
on
is.
Mason Mount?
I think he needs to play a year in a Premier League team. Championship.
That's
is
the problem. A lot of our players at the minute, what we could bring in, haven't had Premier League experience, and you're asking to put a lot of faith in them when it could go really wrong. So
If you could have any United player, who would you have?
no, that's easy.
Pogba.
Pogba.
Rashford.
I still maintain that he is arguably, in terms of just talent alone, but nothing else, he is up there with the best centre midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
It's his mental, it's his attitude, his mental ability that lets him down.
If you could take any prime player who hasn't played for Chelsea in Premier League history,
Alan Shearer.
Shearer.
Ronaldinho, any day.
Oh no,
Premier League.
Premier League.
Ah,
that's it.
Premier League.
No. Henri. Henri had something about him.
Bergkamp.
Vieira.
That's a
Can you imagine Vieira and Kante in midfield?
Are they saying now or just in general?
In general.
No, but Vieira mainly because Henry, I agree with the whole Henry being amazing player, but Vieira had this skill, physical ability, and the attitude. You know, it's the old.
He was
school-
part of arguably the greatest trio ever. It was him, Makelele, and Zidane. Oh my god!
Prime Drogba or Prime Aguero?
Drogba, any day. I will, because Aguero is a consistent striker and he's again underrated. Yeah? But Drogba is the most clutch, like big game player that at least even for chess players. So I mean, Aguero is also but no. It's in my opinion, it's not. But Drogba has been, he's not playing well, but then out of nowhere he just makes that goal or that pass and. Oh man.
Someone said Griezmann or Aguero.
Aguero.
Someone else said where was the question? Who would you get as a replacement for David Luiz as the ball-playing centre-back? Because I know who I would want, but we can't get either of them. Or we can get one, but it wouldn't be viable at the minute.
Well, Ampadu.
As the ball-playing centre-back?
He remember the first season when he just started playing, the calmness that he has, the stone cold killer, how he makes his pass without any, like now he's a bit inconsistent, but I think he can learn into that role, because again, Ampadu for his age, everyone beats him, falls on him, man just stands up and like, I can still do my thing, and that's a skill, you're not emotional.
The two players I would have said was, one was Laporte, but unfortunately we can't get him now, or Alderweireld, but the problem is his injuries have started to catch up with him.
Someone said that you talk about Van Dijk, right? Can we talk about that a little bit? And how many Liverpool fans are being fucking stupid?
Oh, can I just put it out there?
Stop.
Is the best.
Language.
He's the best. You're not
Let me just put it out there.
Shut.
You Liverpool fans want to say he's the best Dutch player.
No. The best centre back in Premier League history. Someone's saying.
No, we'll go into that in a minute.
No,
We'll go into that in a minute.
yeah.
No.
But with Dutch player, you forget Van der Sar won a Champions League. You forget Van Nistelrooy, one of the best strikers the Premier League has seen. Bergkamp, on his day, could be up there.
Robin, hello.
Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League. You've got. There was
Good
someone
for
else.
everyone.
Who else? There was someone else I thought of as well. Van Persie is up there for me.
Basically, there
And
are
then there was one other as well.
other
but
Dutch players who
You've got at least four who have been who were in the Premier League longer and have done more than him. So
And
Calm
speaking
down.
as the best central defender in the Premier League, I mean history, that's delusional.
Can I go?
Currently,
go onto my Twitter quick.
yeah.
okay.
I was going through the list I made of players who I thought were better. Debatable, yeah, but
Well, let me just put it out there. Terry and Carvalho have the current record for the least amount of goals conceded in a season by a centre back there.
14 goals,
Was it 14 or was it 18?
I think. 14, but under
It's
20,
between
under
14 and
20,
18, so
under
yeah.
20.
John Terry, Rio Ferdinand,
Yep.
Nemanja Vidic,
Yep.
Company,
Yep.
Yapstam,
Yep.
Marcel Desailly,
Yep.
Carvalho.
Sol Campbell,
Yep.
Ledley King,
Yep.
Tony Adams.
Ledley King's a little bit debatable.
Ooh,
Little bit.
No, Ledley King.
Non-injured Ledley King
Non-injured
is a
Ledley
killer.
What was it,
Is
one
a
after
killer.
this?
Jamie Carragher, potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
man.
One of you haven't
Gary
included.
Pallister, Steve Bruce, Ricardo Carvalho.
You're missing one.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I had him.
William
in my mind.
Gallas is someone that else
No.
someone put forward.
There was one in my mind. I've forgotten who it was.
Company.
No, it was
No, somebody wrote here.
Tony Adams.
I said Tony Adams.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't say Tony Adams. I didn't hear you say Tony Adams.
I said Tony Adams. It's there.
Well, you didn't say Tony Adams. Yeah.
I'm swapping back in now, bro.
But yeah. I think Troops in a video with rants that I was watching brought it up perfectly. Where in terms of Tony Adams, where the guy turned up drunk most of the time and still have a game like the game of his life.
Mate, he's unreal.
But yeah. I think Hazard will play as best he can. I don't think he ever has that moment where he down tools so he can leave. Personally,
That's bollocks. Sorry, did I just make you bounce? When I
a
sat
little
down?
bit. Do you think that's bollocks? I think he has his bad games where he has the games where he looks off. But I'm saying he doesn't ever like this stuff with Real Madrid has not affected him.
I don't think he's ever downed tools.
No.
15, 16 people can argue it, but then there's the argument that he was injured. So if he was injured, he was injured.
There was another question. Sammy Herpia better than Van
Sammy
Dijk.
Hippie was someone that someone tried to argue with me.
Salah, Mane or Firmino at Chelsea? Salah, just because it means he'd be on the right and we'd have someone who can fucking score.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Second best for me, Henry.
Yeah, Shearer's the best.
Shearer.
Shearer's scored the most goals, done.
Yeah, nothing can top that. I have no idea. Kante, by the way. But next, John Terry.
There is not going to be another player like John Terry.
Ampadu could, but he'd have to get chances. He'd have to get a lot of game time.
Yeah.
I think they will, personally. That is annoying that we didn't get Mahrez, seeing as it's 50 million and he's now not playing, really. What are you doing?
Playing the windpipe.
Top four, top to bottom.
City, Liverpool,
Yeah, Spurs, United. No, United, Spurs.
Spurs United. 100 million spent in the summer, who you buying? Not a lot.
One player. No, actually no, two.
Louis the irresponsible one. Yes, I am irresponsible.
Two players. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to get him. No. That might take a while with that.
Icardi and Pepe for 100 million. You only get Cardi for 100 million.
You wouldn't get it. It would cost more than that.
But no.
Kante or Fernandinho, personally. Fernandinho is nearly there. Like, for me, he's one of the most underrated players in the Premier League this season, or ever. But yeah, he's not quite there.
If you could do an underrated Premier League 11, what would your team be? All time.
What?
Bloody
All
hell.
time Premier League
I
underrated
won't be
11.
able to tell you.
Aguero, I think, is up top. Because he doesn't get enough praise for how good he is.
Mark Schwarzer in goal.
Really?
Or Fred Friedel.
Did you say underrated? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Back four. Aspilicueta right back.
No.
Aspilicueta right back.
Centre
James Milner at left back.
Oh yeah, 100%.
James Milner's one of the most. James Milner, if he was an Italian called Giacomo Milarino,
When he signed him already.
yeah, because he'd be playing in Serie A.
Thoughts on Ola Ongenya?
Indifferent. I don't
Really?
know. Well, he's a good player, but it's a question of will he get to Chelsea.
I think he
Who
could be a
knows?
good backup. Actually, I think he could start, to be fair.
Rob Green saving the 93rd minute penalty from Aguero today to keep it 1-1.
There'd be limbs.
Mate,
No, I don't think we can, personally. Drogba or Van Nistelrooy? Drogba.
Drogba. Easy, move on.
Drogba. Pogba, De Bruyne.
David Silva. No. When people are saying David Silva is probably the greatest player to have played in the Premier League, Spanish player to play in the Premier League, it's Fabregas.
Yeah.
I'd say Fabregas.
I'd say
Abs.
Silva.
What?
Most best Spanish player to play in the Premier League. Mendieta played for Middlesbrough for a little bit.
Are these two over Torres?
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Because I know obviously the period at Chelsea wasn't good, but if you look at the period at Liverpool, he was insane.
Wait, you don't want to bring Silva into the conversation?
No. So
No,
yeah,
Silva.
it was Silva or Fabregas, but I'm bringing Torres into the conversation as a maybe.
I would go for Silva just for the sake of stability. He's been consistent from the moment he got in.
Yeah, it's true.
We talked about underrated 11. Santi Cazorla is up there.
Yeah.
Honestly, especially now as well with what he's had to go through, and like where he is. Barkley or Bakayoko. Barkley.
Yeah, but listen, I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah. It's 50 minutes.
Yeah, but listen, guys, thank you very much for watching.
No, it's Salah. The best
That's
forward of all time.
listen, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be if you like these, we'll do these a lot more because it gets games earlier. But on that, we're gonna have a chill.
Check out the videos.
Check out the videos.